problem with me? I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I roll in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a I live that they rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. They ain't roll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of those, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta head cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your head, drop it out with Alabama at.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, and I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
That'll carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, able to avoid him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Let's go, let's go. Hey. These two.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Ravens taking the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he's got room.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Play action. Now Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 73 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
This is Collins on the handoff. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
77.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Both of them.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Gone, gone!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action now. Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Here we go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Collins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Leopard!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They pitch it out to Collins. Oh, little 360. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive.
Right,
3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 14-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Crabtree has it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson. Off play action. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. White 80. Quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught off a deflection. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. Now Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now to add the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left set, complete to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
By 20. Snickers, you got to spin.
Ben to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They go play action now. Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run the counter with Collins. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. That'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 42 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for James Conner. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Powering his way forward. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's going to get it running right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
230.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. Second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Focus.
Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Like 30. Twirl. Eight.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Look at money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snaps. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof who collapse. I've been broke. My back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere till them don't need nothing. Yep, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million a year, that make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I say, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live today rapping back, caring them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup.
We to the mat, Atlanta hat caught to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry, that money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah, for the love of the bankroll. Keep it business, don't nobody care about